Merry meet wildlings. This is our February forecast, and last but not least, the air signs. We're going to be going through and determining what energies we have coming for us this February. If you like my content or you like this video, please subscribe and hit the like button. It not only helps promote my channel to other people so they can see it, but it really means a lot to me and it's really encouraging. And other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started. I apologize for not being a preview last month, but I was having issues with my phone not wanting to save my videos, and so we've switched to a webcam now. So hopefully this will be a little bit better. If you're interested in a private reading or you want to check me out on another social media, I'll be including the link in the description. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, we have some energies. Okay, so these cards have fallen out in the block position, which means they're laying sideways. And this means that these energies are really blocking us. I feel like you are being really ruthless and cutting, and you are creating conflict with people as a result. They say that you're not being this way out of spite or malice. This is a defense mechanism, but it's still really hurting people in February. They don't like it. Unfortunately, as much as it's hurting other people, it seems to be hurting you more. It's making you sick, your inner child's not being taken care of, and it's making you act like a total a-hole to everyone around you. Air signs, that's not good. Lots of swords. I feel like you're also looking out at other people, and you're looking at them and you're thinking to yourself, well, why do they have it so easy? Why is my life crap? That's self-pitying, and that's not going to get you anywhere. And y'all probably have already clicked off the video at this point. But it is what it is. If you want the advice, you'll stick around, right? So basically what I'm seeing is that we're going to be working in February on getting this attitude problem under control. There may be a little bit of recognition of the fact that you have an attitude problem at last. I feel like this is something that's been ongoing for a little while. People have tried to tell you about it, and you're just now coming to the realization that maybe you should do some work on it because people keep leaving. You're always alone. No one wants to talk to you. They don't want to hear your negative sob story. They don't want to be around somebody who's depressy, stressy, yelling all the time. It's just really unpleasant, even if it is coming from a space of actual emotional need. They don't know how to deal with that. And it makes sense. I mean, would you want to help somebody that was constantly yelling at you or threatening you or being mean to you? I wouldn't. I wouldn't want anything to do with that person. I actively avoid people that act like that. And so there just may be a realization in February that maybe you are the cause of your own problems. But this is going to be really empowering because you're going to be like, oh my god, that's it. It's not everyone else. It's me. I'm the one being the jerk. So maybe I need to figure out how to, wrestle my negative aspects back into control. And I feel like it's definitely your temper. This is a divine masculine card, and he's inverted, and he's laying over here on top of your strength card. And he says basically that you aren't managing your emotions in a way that is rational. And it's getting out of hand, and it's costing you things. I feel like there may have been a breakup this month, and if there's not a breakup this month, there will definitely be a breakup in February. And it's going to be this person's after this. They want to be with people that are happy and having a good time and celebrating the good in life. They don't want to be around somebody who is constantly spying and having a pity party and being a total jerk. As you can see in these cards too, I'll go ahead and show you these cards that are blocking you. She looks really mean and nasty. This card right here. Oh, this one right here. She looks really mean and nasty. She's a very angry looking lady, and that's you to other people, and you just sort of go around and you bully people. And I mean, you're tired, I get that, you're wore out too. You feel beat up and abused, but beating up and abusing other people is not going to fix you or solve your problems. It's just going to make more problems, won't it? But thankfully, because you're coming to a new realization that it is you, this is going to be a bright and new positive beginning. It's going to allow you to seize control of your passion and your power and to redirect things in a way that makes you be in more control. Unfortunately, these things that are going on around you with people sort of dropping you and you losing friendships and feeling alone, they're very just consequences for the way you have been acting. But the good news is, if you can take personal responsibility for it and, do the things that we need to do to change it, you're going to get in a much better situation. In particular, they're saying your temper is a massive problem. You say things when you're upset that are really mean and ruthless and not necessary. And it just leaves people not wanting to be around you. And you really can't blame them, can you, when you think about it? You can't call people stupid, you can't belittle them, and you can't act like you know everything. People don't like that. And this is a tarot reader telling you this. Okay. I feel like it's also limiting your ability to manifest wealth. I feel like you make progress, you lose your temper, you lose progress, and that's just sort of holding you back as a whole in your goals. We're just not being nice to people. We're throwing shade. Let me look and see what other advice we have for us coming in February. So, like I said, in February, I think that you're really coming to the realization here. You're realizing that you don't have power over your power, but that's illuminating a lot of things. You see the sun in the back of this pole here. It's really illuminating a lot of things, and while it may be difficult to, face the fact that you put yourself here in this space of loneliness, you definitely will be able to also get yourself back out of that situation because you're the one that put you in there, and so that's really empowering to you, so long as you can look at it that way. I feel like there's going to be a little bit of a discourse and really having to fight with yourself to reach that point. I feel like you may be this way because other people have hurt you in the past, and that's making you very guarded, and you feel like that this is a wise choice. But the more guarded you are, the more alone you feel, and the less you're able to grow and sustain around you. And so I feel like there's a very major turning point here where you're coming into clarity that if you want to have things growing in your garden, you have to nurture them. You can't be mean to them, you can't force them, and you can't belittle them. Just quit blowing around the past. That's what they're saying here. So we've got this here on the one bucket, we've got dead leaves, and then we've got dead leaves on the ground here on this card too. And they're saying basically quit drudging up the past and using it as an excuse to ruin the future. The past is the past. We kind of have to leave it there. We need to learn what we can learn from it and carry on. Other people aren't going to do the work for us. They're not going to make things make sense. They're not going to forgive, and they're not going to release on our behalf. That is our job. And if we want to be happy and to have balanced and loving relationships, we really are going to have to work on that, air signs. And February is a tough month to be experiencing loneliness because, as those of us here in the United States especially know, it's Valentine's Day, and it's going to be shoved down our throats the entire month of February. Which makes being alone feel exceptionally lonely, right? But it's going to be that poignancy of the loneliness that's really going to push you into realizing that, you know what, my attitude is out of control, and I really need to wrestle my attitude under control. You are this stomping, raging, snarling, psychopathic bull right now, and everybody's afraid of you. They don't want to let you in their personal space because the bull's not safe to be around. And so we've got to work on moving past that pattern of constantly being this cold, analytical, ruthless, plotting person. Live a little bit more in the moment and out of emotion. Yes, you can get hurt when you're living in the moment and out of emotion and you're being vulnerable. But you also, that's the only way to connect to people. It's the only way to create a beautiful and passionate relationship is to be open and vulnerable. If you don't ever let anybody into your house to sit next to this fire with you because you're so worried they're going to take your fire or stamp it out or distract you from keeping it burning, you're alone. Let people in to sit next to your fire, air signs. You've got a really nice fire going. I think that may be part of why you're so arrogant and protected, because you know you're valuable, We have the entire hierarchy of the swords here, so you are a very powerful air sign. You are in full mastery of your intelligence and your wisdom, and you know how to use words to be ruthless. You are intentionally using words to be ruthless. And I feel like when you do this, there's a little voice in the back of your head that says, why are you doing this? This is just perpetuating the cycle where you feel alone and like you have to be ruthless to people. Why are you choosing to constantly cut people down? It's not letting you be happy. You're not going to experience success. You're going to constantly have to keep working on things alone. It's knocking the shoes off your horse that would be hauling ass down the road if you would just stop fighting with everybody and accept some help. And that's just, it may be beginning to affect your finances, but I think mostly it's in a very emotional effect right now. You feel really lonely and ostracized, and like it's hard to relate to other people, and they want to relate to you. There are people around you that would like to be close to you, but they're afraid of you right now because you're hurtful. Hurt people. So come February, we're going to have to be getting our attitude under control. It's an important thing to learn how to do. And then I occasionally snap off too, so I know how hard it is. But pick your battles wisely. Pick and choose your battles wisely. Not everybody's your enemy. Here's this person, he's feeling like he's got to attack this guy over here. Oh, right here. This guy over here. And there's just no need to be attacking anybody, really. You're only hurting your overall potential here with this seed here being punctured by these swords. Okay, so looking at February, you're just going to have to do a lot of soul searching. You're going to have to look at why you feel like you need to be guarded against other people, why you feel like you're superior to other people, and how you may actually be wrong in thinking that you're superior to people, because those people that you think you're better than seem to have it a lot better socially and emotionally than you do, and I think that's kind of perpetuating the glum, ugly feeling. Once you manage to overcome that, you'll get better. And so there was that child in the one card who was sick, and you need to take care of your inner child a little bit better. It's starting to lash out at people in a way that's irrational. It's definitely affecting your finances and your ability to cooperate with groups. And I feel like your work in particular relies on being able to cooperate with groups. And if you can't cooperate, then you're going to wind up losing your job. And so you're starting to worry about changing that pattern. Don't rush it. I know air signs aren't very good at patience. You want everything to be done immediately. You just, it's done. But this is not a situation that's going to be done immediately. It's going to require a little bit of long-term effort, and the effort begins this month. So I wish you a lot of luck in getting better, especially if you've made it this far, because you've dealt with me kind of dragging you through this reading, air signs. But I love you, and other people love you, and you definitely are as special and wonderful as you think you are. But you gotta also understand that other people are special and wonderful, and they are deserving of the same love and respect that you feel like you deserve yourself, okay? But I guess that'll be it. We'll see you next time. If you want to check me out on my other website, on my other social media, or book your own private reading, my website is www.rabbitandwolfdivination.com, and I've got it linked down in the description too. But other than that, we'll see you next time. Bye.